Alright, so back another video or back another reaction backslash. Let's talk about it. So as I thought we was gonna be done with the drama today, but nah. Now we here with some negative, let's get negative type of content now. Jordan Poole's dad begs, in capital letter, begs Draymond to meet, to quote unquote meet him to throw hands with his soft $A. Stop avoiding. Now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to Jordan Poole lately. He's been posting a lot of, I guess you could say, sad content on his IG. Like I said, I don't really follow people that much on social media, but just seeing Jordan Poole, like, now I feel bad for roasting him the whole season. Like, looking at videos like this,
And I hate it at the same time.
look how sad he don't want to be here. I just want to say I do wish Jordan nothing but the best in Washington. Let me drink some water. I'm stuttering. Type of But like I was saying, I wish nothing but the best for Jordan Poole in Washington. He has the green light to do whatever he wants to do. Can't nobody tell him no. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can be mad at Jordan Poole because he's on the Wizards. Nobody really watches the Wizards, but now they have a reason to because Jordan Poole is there. He's a champion. You know what I'm saying? He can't go off for 30. It's just he irritated me a little bit from his behavior last season. Like why was he doing this stuff? He looked like Flight. That wasn't Jordan Poole, that was Jordan Peele on the court. He went from Zendaya contract to I don't know. But as y'all can see, he looked real sad and really want to be here and watching. He grew a whole beard in a couple of months, grew his hair out. He was in a sad, dark place. He had interviews about, the thing, and that's what he I
How
didn't see it.
much of an impact the Draymond punch had on last season, and how is it left now with him and
Yeah.
them?
Yeah, I mean, we're in Washington now. Playing with Kuz, great duo.
You see how he's kind of avoiding the question? Like, he's in good spirits in Washington. Say him and Kuz, great duo. They can, have a little fat battle or whatever. But you could just tell, like, like he's okay with being here, but he'd really rather be a Warrior right now because he was told that, from the Dunleavy's dude that he was going to be the future of the team, and now he just shipped off to Washington for Chris Paul. That's tough. But now, back to this vid. Jordan Poole's dad now wants to throw hands for his son. And I get it, but it's still kind of late at the same time. Like, I get, like he wants to defend for his son, but he kind of late. Because he should have been saying this soon as the incident happened, maybe a couple days after the incident happened. You know what I'm saying? Not after he didn't got sent to the Astro Shadow Realm to Washington, and they picked Draymond for 100 million. So whatever million he got from his new contract. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. Shout out to around the association.
Patrick Beverly's podcast, and he finally spoke on the Jordan Poole thing, and it was direct. You know what I'm saying? As far as them speaking on it before, they kind of tried to keep it under the wraps, but now you have Jordan Poole shipped out. You got CP3 coming in, and
Draymond said in the past he don't really
Jordan
like
Poole
Chris
was
Paul.
asked about it recently,
But we'll
and
see.
he didn't really have much to say about it. He kind of just ignored it, and we're going to play that. We got Jordan Poole's dad actually responding to what Draymond said today when he broke it down, and he even offered to meet Draymond somewhere to throw hands, man. So we're going to look at that too. But Draymond was
They about to
basically
put on the
giving all
gloves?
appropriate things to Draymond. That part
What'd he
of it
say?
was true. And he says there's certain things you don't say to men, and it happens over time, and it spiraled out of control. And at the time, the way he was feeling with emotional tension so high, he felt like he had to handle Jordan Poole in that way. Let's peep what Draymond said. I'm going to show you what his dad said, and then I'm gonna show what Cam said that he's talking about. Let's peep it.
On the other side of the Chris Paul acquisition was the fact that you shipped out Jordan Poole, and everybody knows about that circumstance. Even if you look at Cameron, he recently reported a dialogue of what may have happened, what may
Oh yeah, I seen that
have
too.
been said. First off, how
Over
accurate
some Michigan
was
baggage.
that? And second of all, how much did that
That's
situation
what
color
Cameron was saying.
last year for your squad, and how you looked at the success of the squad in retrospect?
Hey man, shout out to Killer Cam and Mace. They doing their thing. I think what they're doing.
They funny as hell.
It's like super entertaining.
They so fucking funny.
Like, it's hilarious, and I appreciate it. I enjoy what they're doing. I watch it. It's great. So shout out to them. His dialogue, was like it obviously wasn't accurate, but like, you know, we all like. I don't just hit people. Like, I've been in this league 11 years. I ain't just.
We know what you do, Draymond. You done stomped on people, you done kicked people, but you don't hit people though.
You know,
That's one thing he won't do is hit somebody, but he will stomp on you and he will kick you in some areas.
so like, you know,
And that's coming from a Warriors fan.
and so dialogue, you know, happens, and dialogue happens over the course of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you usually ain't just triggered by something like that fast, you know,
All right.
to that degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody on my team triggering me, you know, in an instant. You know, and so dialogue, of course, happens over time. And, you know, like I said, Cam's stuff wasn't accurate, but you know, we know stuff that you don't say amongst men. You know what I'm saying? We know you know, things that you have to stand on. And, you know, I as I've admitted before, I was wrong in the way I handled it. You know, for the situation where we were, you know, and you know, but you know, there's some. I'm a man. At the end of the day, I stand on business.
This is what Jordan Poole said just a week ago when asked about Draymond.
You know, much conversation about Draymond.
Yeah, we seen this earlier.
Back to obviously the preseason incident. Even postseason, they were pretty adamant that they felt like it really impacted what went on last season. What is your just general perspective on how much of an impact the Draymond punch had on last season, and how has it left now with him and them?
Yeah, I mean, we're in Washington now. You know, playing with Kuz, great dude.
Yeah, he's still kind of like avoiding it. Yeah, there was this too. I just couldn't find this part. Yeah, he was, you know, he's avoiding the question still.
Want to know
He
how to
just
create
completely
awesome
just
videos?
stiff-armed the
Check out
entire question.
HoodieDre.com.
He
You
hit
can
stick
do
to
it too.
questions.
That I was hearing him say not guaranteed, but they were saying his reasons Draymond punched him in his face. They said the first day he told Draymond Green, you know, Michigan and Michigan State have beef. Draymond Green's from Michigan State. He's from Michigan. He told
That's already
Draymond,
a lifetime rivalry,
right?
there.
He told Draymond, I fuck more bitches in Michigan State than you went there. And then they was running sprints or something. He told Draymond, don't worry about it. You'll be in Sacramento next year. Then he told Draymond.
That's crazy.
Then he told Draymond, why is your Twitter handle Money Green when you broke and you're not going to get a new contract? And that's the one that broke the camel's back when he ended up punching him in the face.
So we had a response.
Okay, so this is what
Here
the
from
dad
Jordan
said.
Poole's dad. You know, he says that that's some BS.
He said, I'm going to stand on this, that this is some BS. JP, Jordan Poole, was his guy, and he avoided me all last year. He off. And I'm standing on this, and he didn't apologize to me and my wife. So he lame, and me and him can meet anytime he want. Because, you know, you got to think, right? This isn't just like basketball. This is like work. This is job. So imagine you just getting just rocked at work. Like, you know, the workspace area, the environment is not going to be the same. That's why I said Denver deserved to win a championship because their chemistry was different. Like, they was out here making fun of each other in a playful manner. You know, the Mike, Bruce, hey, Bruce, things of that nature, right? They basically based their relationship on Finding Nemo. Meanwhile, my Warriors is out here boxing and practice. Now, again, like I said, this is work. So you gotta imagine you get knocked out on camera, it go viral, and then pretty much standing on it like I'm not gonna apologize to nobody. So that's why Jordan Poole kind of felt some type of way, like you just gonna rock me at practice and then not talk about it, and then even just what his dad said, like he ain't even apologized to me and my wife. So now he gotta throw hands. But like I said, it's still kind of late. You should have been said this though, not literally today or yesterday. You said this yesterday, 7/18/23. You should have said this like literally last year.
JP was his
But I do
guy. They were
understand it, but it's
real
too late.
tight. He says Draymond soft, and he avoided them all last year. Say he didn't apologize to him or his wife, and says he can meet him anywhere, anytime. Now Draymond don't owe him and his wife an apology for hitting another grown man. It would be nice if they got it, but he don't owe them that. Now Jordan Poole, were they supposed to sit down and talk and maybe hash it out, apologize for what transpired? Yes, I could see that. But as far as Draymond owing them anything,
Yeah, I don't, yeah, then again, he doesn't really owe the family an apology, I guess. He could have talked to him about it, but I guess he doesn't owe him an apology either. So let's see.
I was
This is what Draymond said. That's so cute, dot, dot, dot. It's impossible to avoid. It's impossible to avoid you in an arena for a year. I got, get my family from that family room every game. And stop using those words. They usually don't go over well amongst men.
say he doesn't. Um, Now this is the things that was internally going on while I was saying that the roster couldn't stay intact at this point. There's no way that they were ever going to bounce back from this and things were going to be the same. So um, it's coming out now, but can you imagine this being the internal underlying, all this little bickering and harbored feelings just tucked away, but not really tucked away. They just aren't on the surface verbally, but you could see them like they seep out through personalities. You see, Jordan Poole had to snatch away from him in the Sacramento series, kind of to feel like he was a man to show like Draymond ain't gonna sit me down and tell me, he ain't my daddy. He ain't this. Like he had that whole type of vibe, when Draymond was trying to talk to him, and it was
Yeah.
something that worked in the past, and would get Jordan Poole to the level. Even you could see it
But yeah,
even
after you get rocked at work, you're not gonna look at that person the
in the
same
Boston
either, too, though.
Celtics series in the finals last year. But this year it wasn't working. It had the opposite adverse effect. And that's what I said prior to the season, that Draymond's leadership, his demonstrative in your face style would have the adverse effect on Jordan Poole. And you saw the complete opposite of what you saw last year, the response to that sort of leadership.
Yeah.
And I think a
He won't
clean
listen to
start
nothing he
for
had to say.
Jordan Poole is exactly what he needed. And I think, Draymond, the organization choosing Draymond over Poole, it did a lot for Draymond's confidence. I expect Draymond to come back and have a big year for
Bro,
the
Draymond was talking crazy on that podcast, though. He said, what did he say on Paul George's podcast? That if he never would have got suspended, he would have won finals MVP. Draymond, be honest, bro. Y'all still could have won that game. If y'all would have scored 5 points, y'all would have won that game 7. But I don't know what makes you think you would have been the finals MVP, though. You know what I mean? Like,
them next
but
year. Maybe
maybe so.
not on the offensive end, but
You never know because you end up losing. So,
look more like Draymond, when they were winning championships a few years ago, not that last one, but even before that, he's gonna have like a better offensive year, I feel like.
we gonna
And
see.
I think
Last time I seen Draymond go crazy was that game 7 versus the Cavs.
the Jordan Poole stuff, his contract and everything, um, I think it all works, to be honest with you, because for them to sign him, it made the numbers work to be able to make that trade for CP3. You know what I'm saying? So I think too,
Yeah.
everybody that I watched from a basketball standpoint was saying the same things. They were saying that this thing wasn't correctable, but I think it is correctable. It's just they weren't able to coexist in the same place. And the thing,
Yeah, when you get, like I said, if you just get rocked at work, you're gonna want to quit or get that person fired by any means necessary. But this is the NBA. You gotta deal with that person all season unless somebody get traded or released or whatever. But yeah, as far as this situation, these Twitter tweets, I get what Anthony Poole, Jordan Poole's dad is doing, but it's still late. Like you can't say this now. Your son got sent to the man got the ring slapped out of him. He got the Sonic ring slapped out of him. And now you want to just now say something? Now again, I don't know. I'll let y'all decide. Does Draymond owe Jordan Poole's family an apology? But yeah, this is wild. It's kind of late, but at least he's just now saying something. At least he said something, but it's too late anyway. Anyways, I'm about to get up out of here, bro. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, really appreciate it. Let me know what y'all think down below about Anthony Poole, Jordan Poole's dad, ready to throw the hands, put the boxing gloves on for Draymond Green for knocking his son all the way to Washington. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man.